Neo, good man, Alice Marie Johnson is free or sentenced, commuted by Donald Trump. Kim Kardashian visited him, supposedly to talk about prison reform. But what they do is give you one black person. Donald Trump does this. He is the master of the sleight of hand. Don't watch this, watch this. He plays a lot of those games. So he takes, Meek Mill is free, Alice Marie Johnson is free, but an interesting article that came out in the Huffington Post, the headline is, it sure looks like the courts are about to get tougher on black people. It talked about that there was a lot of evidence of racial bias in criminal justice system. Everybody knows that. But there's another piece to this that hasn't been detailed until now. Judges nominated by Republican presidents give black defendants harsher sentences. There was an exhaustive study by Harvard, and it analyzed a bunch of defendants and a bunch of courts, and it found that compared to Democrat-nominated judges, GOP-nominated judges sentenced black defendants to 3 more months than non-black defendants for exactly the same crime. And Donald Trump, when it comes to him, he's appointing people that have no respect for the rule of law, and particularly no respect for all the gains that have been made. Wendy Vitter and Andrew Oldham, they're pending judicial nominees. They refused to say during their confirmation hearing if they supported the outcome of Brown versus Board of Education. They refused to say whether they thought that we should have moved along that far. He has another one. One of Trump's judges couldn't say if racial bias exists at all in the criminal justice system. He couldn't say it at all. Michael Brennan, who Republicans confirmed last month to the U.S. Court of Appeals for the 7th Court, stunned Democrats during the confirmation hearing by refusing to answer the question if there's any bias in the legal system. And he's appointing a lot of judges in these places that are going to have a definite effect on us. A definite effect. So you let one person go, but you make it harder. Prison reform is about knowing that we made a mistake, that sentences are too harsh. But he is putting ideologues in place that actually have no problem at all sending black people. It's definitely racial bias. Trump has been nominating judges at a breakneck pace, and Senate Republicans have broken records in their race to confirm them. To date, Trump has confirmed 21 circuit court judges, more than any president ever at this point in his presidency, as well as 18 district judges and a Supreme Court justice. That means all that he's doing right here with Alice Johnson getting free, he's going to make a whole lot more of her. And he is appointing judges who are not that experienced. They don't have, they've never been prosecutors. They're just ideologues from conservative think tanks who are racially biased. So for all that we can celebrate Alice Johnson, you better believe there are a lot more of them. So you can't tell me that I should celebrate the one of us to get free when you're putting the millions of us away. Donald Trump is a master of this. You do not be fooled. You cannot confuse activity with accomplishment. When you are doing this but trying to make me look over there, that's not leading. That's not prison reform. When you're doing this but you want me to look over there, that's not being a president. That's playing 3-card Monte.